You don't get a new look, because you dress like me. We don't dress like you idiots. You don't get new music. That's my song. That's my voice on the intro. Because your time is up. Our time is now. Our worst is better than your best. And all you do is get to take a long look in the mirror and see it's Ringside Renaissance. And it's time to start the show. Jesse, ring the bell.
You are now listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast.
And we're back for another episode of Ringside Renaissance. And we're here with the RRW Weekly Review, talking WWE SmackDown and WWE Raw. Yeah, And I'm here with the best tag team partner, the best co-host in the world, Pretty Deadly Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew Kombat Jones. Cheer. Click, clack.
I know you usually throw shots, but it looks like you're about to drop bombs now.
Oh, baby. We're dropping all types of bombs. We in this. It's ready to go.
If you didn't know, Kombat Jones has been...
Hold up. I don't drop bombs. I'm Kombat Jones. I drop nukes.
Okay.
Shout out MJF.
If you didn't know, Kombat Jones has been getting flight hours in to become a pilot. He looks really good at that.
In my NASA. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Man, oh man. Wow. You got the drip, bro.
Dripping.
Just
flossing. Stunting on these haters.
Man, that jacket's going crazy. That jacket's loud, bro.
Woo!
Really appreciate it. You know what was loud is these international crowds that we've been having for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Holy hell. It's just amazing. It's a beautiful thing, and it's a subtle thing. It's not very subtle, but you don't know it until you witness it, how much more energy it gives that show when that crowd is just as pumped as these European crowds have been the last couple episodes of SmackDown and Raw. Wow.
Right.
Wow. So exciting.
Yeah, it's crazy, and we saw it in the past with how crazy the crowds and how loud they were and with the chants and the different chants they do. So it's always fun to see them when they go to different places, how it's going to differ. But there was no difference. It might have even been louder.
Oh, yeah.
And it even put Madison Square Garden to shame a little bit, unfortunately. I hate to say it. But it is what it is. And, man, things are popping. I had sent you a message being like, okay, now we're overseas. I don't know how these shows are going to go. I hope they really bring it. I'm
a little skeptical, were we?
I was a little skeptical. Yeah,
Okay,
I was a little skeptical. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because you had said that, especially not really SmackDown, but Raw, because Raw was airing at 3 p.m. and because it's overseas and stuff, you were like, oh, they're probably not going to drive the storylines very much. But boy, oh boy, were we proven wrong.
Right.
Especially on Raw, because the narrative is there, and that crowd is not only getting a live show, which they've never gotten in Belgium before for pertaining to Monday Night Raw, but they're actually getting like major story build while they're there, and actually getting more than just glorified house show matches to be entertained by.
Yeah, John Cena showing up, and we'll get into it after, but John Cena showing up and talking how he talked, that could easily, you could put that up there and say that was just as important what happened at the end of the Royal Rumble.
Oh, agreed.
That promo, woo, I can't wait to talk about it.
And Also, let us know in the comments what you thought your initial reaction was of the John Cena promo, Cody Rhodes rebuttaling. We will review that later in the episode. We want to know what all you all think, and make sure you give us a like and subscribe while you are there. But yeah, before we get to Raw, we got to talk about SmackDown a little bit. And I don't remember where they were. Somewhere in Europe. Shout out Europe. And
yeah, shout out to everybody over in Europe. Shout out to any fans we got over there. Shout out to all the fans all over in Europe that watch the show, wherever you at, and all our content creator friends over there. It's all
we're
love.
bundling you all in together. If you're in a country in Europe, you are you are included in this.
Respectfully, no offense.
Respectfully.
Yeah. We had your backs in World War II. Just remember that.
Well, not all of Europe, but a lot of them.
Well, afterwards, then
all of Europe except for Germany and Italy, we had your backs.
Right. Yeah. True. Yeah. After we did. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's not talk about the past.
Yeah. On to the future.
We're sorry for the bad things that happened. So it was a crazy crowd, like we said. It kicked off with LA Knight coming out. Looked like an absolute. If this was your first time ever watching WWE, you just happened to be scrolling through the TV. You stopped on USA or Netflix if you're over there or whatever, and you tuned in for the first time ever, and you saw it opening the way it did with LA Knight coming out. You would have thought he was like the champion of the company. Like,
yeah, you would have thought
flag bearer.
Yeah.
Like,
wow,
it was phenomenal. Shout out AJ Styles, because I just couldn't believe, like, I could believe it, but it just was so massive. And like, the crowds over there do their homework. They know the chants, they know the slogans, they know what to do and when to do it, besides the what chants over and over again. Wow, really brought it. Came out to the ring, was talking about the importance of being the United States champion. And I was surprised Jimmy Uso came out and confronted him. That was something unexpected for me.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, it's interesting. I guess it was kind of for a lead into the match of what they were going to do, right? But Jimmy Uso did his thing. Big Jim.
I like him better on the mic than Jay, I think. I think he doesn't have the charisma that Jay has. And it's a little bit harder to get behind him from that standpoint, but I think mic skills and stuff, I think he holds his own. He's solid. And
yeah, I agree.
He was talking about the road to WrestleMania is running quite short, and the only way to get to that is through the U.S. title. And I was starting to think that maybe WrestleMania was going to have two multi-man matches, maybe like one for the IC title, one for the US title, like on two different nights, obviously. But like,
yeah,
I would be quite entertained by that. You know how they almost had like a tag team ladder match last year?
Yeah.
If they had on both nights doing like a ladder match, but one for the US title, one for the IC title, and having it like multi-man. Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, why not? Crank it up a notch.
But like, turn it up in Vegas.
Like you said, this ultimately led to the Bloodline coming out and Solo and Jimmy having a little back and forth on the microphone and who was the worst brother. They probably have like a fourth brother named like Jared. That like
They definitely have, yeah.
They talk about like who's the worst brother, and all of them secretly know who the worst brother is. You know. Now
Zilla, he's just another cousin.
I try not to figure it all out.
Yeah, I don't
because
I could care less at this point. I don't even know who Zilla Is it Fatu? Yeah, I don't even know who Zilla Fatu is. Honestly,
yeah.
I mean, I know who he is, but I never watch his stuff because I'm gonna wait till he comes if he does come.
Well, the Bloodline family tree that The Rock last year at the WrestleMania presser, you could do like a 1,000-word essay for like a high school exam with all of that, because it was I'm not following all that. I can't figure it out. When they lay it out for me and tell me who's brother and whatever, and all these people online are like, well, you don't know Herculeo. Like, he grew up with them, and he lived 3 blocks down, so technically his dad and Rikishi had the blood oath, so that's how the parent. Okay, bud. Okay.
And oh my God, I can't wait for Zilla Fatu. I've watched all his matches since the beginning. I knew Jacob Fatu since the beginning. I knew,
Okay.
I heard of these people, that I ain't never watched them before that. Like, salute to you if you're that hardcore and you really know, but I call bullshit anyways.
That's right. No, you heard his name and you went and Googled his matches and watched 3 of them and think you know what he's about. Let's just be real. But not you, the people. But this ultimately led to a 6-man, a 3-on-3, the Bloodline versus LA Knight, Jimmy Uso, and Braun Strowman.
Yep.
Just giving the people what they want. A big match. The Bloodline lost. I was a little bit... The Bloodline's really kind of fallen off for me. Like, the whole storyline. Roman's doing his thing with Seth and Punk now. And then, like, it's almost like Jacob and Tama Tonga and Solo are kind of just lost right now.
Yeah. Roman Reigns has absolutely nothing to do with the Bloodline right now. Yeah. And it after they had lost, I mean, they had that kind of backstage thing, and Jacob obviously is way over with the crowd, or he comes out and he cuts that he cut the promo going into the next match, right? With Braun Strowman again, that he's going to face again, correct? Yeah, which was good, but yeah, and then he's there with Solo, and Solo's like, at first they seemed like they had friction leading up in the weeks into it now, but after backstage when Jacob Fatu cuts that promo, Solo's all in with him. And Solo was almost like giving like I wouldn't say babyface vibes, but he just broke character, but he seemed cool, like more relaxed, like he was joking around with them and like they're all together now and they're good. And I don't know. I caught like a different vibe off him this time.
Yeah.
Off Solo with them, and it's like Jacob's almost leading them, or like they're all just equals now again. Like they let go of that whole power struggle thing already. So I don't know where it's going with that with them. And like you said, it's kind of they're kind of
yeah, and like you talked about, like Zilla Fatu and Hikuleo and all them, and all these online people were sitting there swearing to God they knew exactly what was going to happen, and this is where they're going to introduce this person,
and they're going to show up. Yeah, and
nothing
where would they fit in now?
Yeah,
what sense would it make for them to come in at this point now? Absolutely nothing. No sense.
Nothing. At this moment, no. And nothing gives me more like enjoyment than seeing all these people like put their predictions online, then have them not come true, then say that Triple H is stupid because he didn't do it this way.
You think you had it figured out, you stupid marks.
Well, it's like, I just don't understand people like Triple H that have been in the wrestling business their whole adult life and having the people that he surrounds himself with. And because you're sitting behind a keyboard in your mom's basement, you think that you have a better idea of how to book things and how to push things along than somebody that spent their whole life in it. Like, it's comical to me at some point.
Right.
Sad, really.
Sad. And everybody want to talk and trash Triple H for his booking and all that. Like, get the hell out of here. You want to go back to how it used to be? Come on. Like,
boy.
Unbelievable.
Jade Cargill had a sit down with Kathy Kelly, was it? And before the event started, and was just talking about everything that had happened. And
I thought it was pretty good. I thought she was in the moment for the most part. I mean,
yeah, she was good. Yeah.
Considering how far she's come.
Yeah.
It's a lot to be desired, I can say. I think she did very well. Sitting up in the stands, doing that type of interview, that's a little bit different. That we've seen them start to do more of those type of promo interviews like that. And I thought it was believable, and she was talking that trash, and of course her and Naomi still been trading jabs online on the social media, and then who comes in but Liv Morgan, baby.
And it was nice to have Jade do this because I think it protects her a little bit, not doing this interview in front of a live crowd and
that's true.
being a little bit overwhelmed with the moment and stuff. And Liv Morgan was, blaming Jade for being blamed for the
She
attack.
just wanted she wanted an apology. Can you blame her?
Yes, I can, because it
Ah.
wasn't Jade that accused her.
I don't know.
Jade didn't attack her. Jade attacked Naomi. Like, if she attacked Liv and was wrong, I could see an apology. But
okay, that's true. Technically, you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was other people that put that out there. So it's actually
Naomi.
other people that she deserves the apology from. Okay, fair enough. That's true. Come on, Liv, the New Jersey diva. Get it together. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's Jersey's finest. I don't want to see what their worst looks like.
Well,
yeah. Charlotte Flair defeated BFAB. Again, what I was saying about LA Knight at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
If you're watching wrestling for the first time and you saw the crowd's reaction to BFAB, you would think she's a top 5 women's wrestler in the world, and nothing against BFAB at all whatsoever.
No.
But that crowd was electric for her. Like, they were chanting her name. They were just, I was like, oh, oof, okay, BFAB, you've arrived.
Yeah, she was popping. Good for her. And actually, she cut a very decent promo right before she walked out, too. For sure, I was actually surprised. And then she came out to that pop. I was like, holy snap. Right. Props to her. Good for her. Good for her. People getting their flowers one way or another, regardless of where you got to go, you gonna get it. So
Flores, yeah.
Yeah,
there was no doubt in my mind Charlotte was going to win this match, obviously.
Yeah.
But the post match with Tiffany, I want to know what you thought about this, because I was.
Oh, geez. Yeah. I was happy to see her run out. I mean, I knew as soon as Charlotte didn't break the figure 4 leg lock, and she. And
the figure 8 combat, Jones. Jesus.
The figure 8, yeah. And she's, head over heels, backwards, looking like Bray Wyatt or Uncle Howdy in the corner. And it's Tiffy time. Music hits. And yeah, the brawl ensued, kind of went back and forth. I'm happy for Tiffy to come out and avenge herself for once. And not have to do it using a microphone, because that might spell disaster for her in that case. But I know exactly where your mind and head is at. No pun intended. But pause. That moonsault, or no, that splash off of the entrance ramp, was it, or whatever it was, the barricade or the third floor, or
the screen or whatever,
the mezzanine, or
there you go,
whatever it was, onto all the security guards except Charlotte, which was standing 10 people to the right to catch her. Masterful. Like, you can't teach that. That's what the LFG and NXT people should be looking up to, and that's a master class in wrestling, and I'm so experienced to even speak on that. So that's my 2 cents.
Reminded me of those trust falls in high school that they used to make us do.
And we would always move.
Basketball. Yeah, stand on top of the basketball rim and fall straight backwards. We'll catch you. Yeah, I wasn't.
Nobody caught that like that. We caught, our gym teachers, family jewels hanging outside of their shorts.
Oh yeah, Mr. Tedford, shout out.
Yeah,
had a goat on him.
Yeah. Wow.
Flashback.
To every gym class. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, he used to go nuts.
Literally.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of it. I thought that this was more, I don't know, AEW style. And I think out of the 4 main titles, right now, heading into WrestleMania, this is the one I'm least excited about, or least intrigued about. Hopefully they find something more to do with this. But as Tiffany as a babyface to come out and attack Charlotte and do all this stuff just doesn't. There isn't that animosity there for her to want to go this far. Like that's like, I don't know.
Yeah, Tiffany's not like such a big baby face where she's gonna come out to the help of BFAB. Like
Right.
she's got some type of relationship with her, and Charlotte won't break the lock, and she's such a baby face that she comes out and she's the hero, and she's got to help everybody from that figure 8 leg lock.
Yeah,
But I understand what they're doing, why they're doing it, and where they're going with it. But they got to do what they got to do, right? It is what it is in the end. You got to do what you got to do,
I was gonna say I'm glad you know where they're going with it because I have no clue.
They're going to WrestleMania.
Going to
That's
WrestleMania. DP defeated Shinsuke Nakamura after Drew McIntyre came out and interfered and laid waste to the DP. Have you ever seen a DP laid in so viciously?
I mean, kicked right in the DP.
I've never seen somebody.
Claymore.
Yeah. That was like DP was just like laid out helpless and just taking whatever was given, and it was
Is he really from the
too
Bronx?
rough for my liking? Yeah.
Is he really from the Bronx, or is he from like Manhattan? I don't know.
Okay, you're questioning a gated community in Long Island, maybe?
Yeah. Even so, even better. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna. He'll probably whip my ass, so I'm not gonna question where he's from.
Yeah.
Lo campeón, el capo. I'm not gonna question it, but we're on to you, DP.
Yeah. You ain't Harlem, baby. You ain't got these stripes.
Ringside Renaissance. We're
Earned.
into DP, but we just question the reasoning for it sometimes. That's all.
Yeah.
And
Not
then
the least.
Randy Orton defeated Mello, and then we had KO come out and attack him. So like this is 3 post-match beatdowns like in a row. Pop. Like,
Yep.
At that point, I was like, this is getting a little bit kind of.
And Joe Tessitore reinforced about 1 million times that Mello missed again. Joe Tessitore was on fire for SmackDown. He was screaming the whole time. Like,
he's good.
Yeah.
I think he feeds off the crowd, and a lot of times, like we tweeted about, is like these American crowds kind of get a little bit stale sometimes, and I think it helps the commentator team when they feel that energy off the crowd. They get the energy on the mic, and it just
They're
adds
fired
more
up
to it. And I think Joe Tessitore was a example of this because, like you said, he was killing it. He was pumped.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett too.
Yeah.
I don't know, Joe. Like Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
For all you guys that don't like Wade Barrett, I got some bad news for you. He is amazing.
He ain't going nowhere.
No. I wish he'd get back in the ring, honestly. I don't know what the...
Yeah.
Do you know that supposedly before he was wrestler, he was like a underground, like bare knuckle boxing champion or something like that?
Oh, so he can really throw some hands in. Okay.
That's what I've heard. I don't know how
I could see
legit that is, but
I could see that, I think. Yeah.
I was looking at this thing online that was like wrestlers' jobs before they were wrestlers, and like people were like, "Oh, he worked at McDonald's," or "Oh, he was a delivery driver for Raymore and Flanagan," and then Wade Barrett was like, he was an underground bare knuckle boxer. It was like, okay.
Oh, she worked at Diamond Dolls.
Yeah.
Sliding up and down that pole. She worked at Hooters.
Yeah. Diamond Dolls, man. Those poles sounded like Velcro when some of the women were going down. Shout out Diamond Dolls. Paul Heyman came out, wanted to kind of build up WWE 2K25 that just came out. Have you played 2K25 at all? No.
I downloaded it and I played one match. Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. You undefeated.
I am undefeated.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I hit a few go to sleeps and that was it.
Then you fell asleep. You hit a few go to sleeps, you eat it all over yourself, then went to sleep. Okay.
Yep. Gotcha. That's Yep.
Yeah,
I felt pity for myself. Yeah, it was a decent game. It's good. It's like last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same thing, yeah.
It hasn't got worse, I'll say that. Yeah. I just haven't had time to play it more, but great game. Shout out.
Yeah. My brother plays it. He said it was actually really good. That he actually plays video games is wild. But
right.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance. Like I told him, it's going to be a time where I say for about 6 months that I can't wait to buy it and check it out, and then I just never buy it because that's pretty much my MO for everything I do. But yeah, Paul Heyman came out and talked about what happened on Raw with Rollins and Roman and Punk, and
declared what he had to tell everybody what day it was. It's Roman Reigns Day.
And then he said something about you don't have to be Mussolini, or you're not Mussolini. You can get on a plane and come over here yourself. And man, oh man,
yeah,
that kind of lit a fire under Punk's ass, because we initially thought that Punk wasn't doing any of these European shows, but he will be on SmackDown this Friday, allegedly.
Yeah.
So
the way the dirt sheets had read that he wasn't even going to Europe at all. Mm-hmm. And now we get an updated schedule because on top of Raw and the SmackDowns over in Europe and throughout Europe, there's also a bunch of house shows that are taking place. And he's scheduled to appear at some of the house shows as well. And now Raw and SmackDowns. So can't trust them dirt sheets. Sheets ain't too dirty. They fresh out the wash. We don't fall for that. Yeah.
We ended SmackDown with the we ended SmackDown with the tag team titles on the line. DIY defended against the Street Profits. Again, the crowd was hot. They were hot the whole night. Was a good tag team match. The tag titles are kind of becoming a hot potato in a lot of ways. But Street Profits ended up winning, and the first time they've been champion in a couple of years, I think it is. So, shout out to the Street Profits.
Their new look, new attitude, new style. Street Profits are they're really all about the smoke now, and they are the new WWE Tag Team Champions on SmackDown. Congratulations, Street Profits.
Yeah. Keep those belts warm, because when you're looking for the smoke, there is fire, and that fire is in the form of two tasty snacks. The best tag team in the world, Pretty Deadly, who is right on your heels as number one contenders. Look out, because Pretty Deadly is taking those TT titles.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe they didn't even mention them. They didn't come out to stare them down at the end, because it would have been something. And just like you won't let nobody forget about the Scorpion Lollipop. And I really appreciate you for that.
I got you.
I will not let people forget that you said when Pretty Deadly wins the tag titles, you will be showing up to Ringside Renaissance in a crop top.
That's right. I've been on Amazon. I've been looking at the different options, the different floral patterns. I'm ready for it. Yeah, I'm good to go. Yeah, I'm committed. And
Hobby Lobby.
Oh, okay. Make my own. And on top of that, I'm going to up the ante here. If we hit 20,000 subscribers, Combat Jones will eat this lollipop with a scorpion live on air. If we hit 25K, I will get the one chip challenge and do it.
Oh Lord! Somebody was telling me that I'm crazy for doing this and that I should start out with the one chip challenge. I was like, no, I eat my wings mild, medium at best.
Yeah.
So this is I don't want to do this, and I got other people messaging me telling me to eat the scorpion. You eat the scorpion.
Yeah, I'm so white peppermint's hot to me, so that one chip challenge is going to be brutal.
Cody Rhodes should eat the scorpion. How about that?
Oh man. Scorpion Deathlock. I'm so pumped to see
you eat the
grow up.
scorpions.
Like, that's gonna be raw and uncut. Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful thing.
Hope the stinger hits my tongue. Yeah.
Somebody said you should eat the chocolate covered crickets.
See, that's nothing compared to a
Grasshoppers.
scorpion. That's chocolate. Like, you won't even taste the crickets. That's light work. That ain't compared to a scorpion. Like, come on.
Yeah, I never thought in a million years us growing up as friends and being into wrestling and all the things we've done together. And I never once thought I was going to ever watch you suck off a scorpion.
Yeah.
That was not on my list.
There's been a few snakes here and there, but no scorpions.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
You remember?
Pause.
Remember when we used to play basketball when we were kids?
Okay.
And we had my team was against your team. We were never on the same team, and we used to yell out our play calls. Remember what our play calls used to be when we used to play against you guys?
No, I don't. I mean, I remember doing that. I remember the hand gestures. Little things just to throw people off. But
so we thought it was clever to make our plays named after band names, and like we would come down,
they throw people off so they wouldn't know,
and we'd be like Nirvana.
Oh yeah,
and then,
yeah.
like,
oh yes,
Korn! Yeah. And then you all would start
yes.
laughing at us on the court, and we're like, "Stop laughing at us!"
Oh, now I know what we're talking about. I remember now. Yeah,
Okay,
you threw us off the shock factor. Yeah, and we're out here saying, 1, 3, 2, or this, that, 1, 2. And you're like, Nirvana. I'm like, what is going on with this team?
Yeah, we were a little bit different. And you used to wear the Vince Carter headband, like you were about to make the NBA.
I had the headband. I had the headband. I had the sweatpants. Lord, if I could have got my hand on an arm sleeve or leg sleeves back then, I would have had everything. Yeah.
That would have been so good. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I don't remember what.
I got a picture somewhere with me with all that on too. Yeah. I still got a trading card, a sports card.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I was, what I was watching Sam's on Wrestling. Shout out Sam's on Wrestling, and Baby Sam was wearing a Nirvana hoodie, and it just popped in my head. I was like, Nirvana, and then I was like,
wow, I forgot about that. Who won those games, by the way?
You.
Oh, okay, thanks.
I think we were 1-7 that year, and the only game that we won, the other team didn't have enough players to legally compete, so it just is what it is. But it's not funny. But I did have my mom as a coach, and she always bought me orange slices after the game, so I was pretty happy about
fair enough. I don't know if we got
a trophy
at
the end of the year. We didn't have our win-loss record on the trophy, but it did say we competed.
Shout out to your mom. Yeah.
That's awesome. That was a nice walk down memory lane. Now we're gonna.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you what else we're gonna do walking down memory lane.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab. I did a dastardly deed, bro. I'm gonna tell you. I went back to that old haunted house that we were in as kids.
Oh.
And I found out Garth Brooks was still chained to the wall.
Oh,
and I stole his boots.
Oh no.
And we're gonna take a walk down memory lane as we take a walk down the road to WrestleMania.
Oh man, that's awesome.
On to Monday Night Raw.
Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's ours.
The world is yours.
It's ours. Yeah. Woo. Ringside Renaissance, baby. The world is ours. Jesse brought out those boots. Man, what a throwback.
If you don't know, we had a haunted house when we were kids, and we chained Garth Brooks to the wall, and I stole his boots. A little
and
bit
what's
of an
scarier
joke?
Yeah, what's scarier than Garth Brooks chained to a wall when you live in a small town with a bunch of redneck hicks?
No,
that is their worst fear. So,
That or their sister cheating on them.
That's true. Yeah, or their cousin. Yeah, the sister. Yeah, even worse. No, the cousin, or is acceptable in that case. But
Yeah,
the sister,
yeah.
whew, don't do that. That's a no. Yeah.
Better not catch you out the house.
Yeah, or else it'll be just like what we had when we were in Brussels, Belgium.
Ooh, for Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Pop it. Crazy. Monday Night Raw, baby. Started off with a. Wow.
Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. Mr. Franchise, and I'm shining now. Can't see me. My time is now. Yo, I'm going to show off. I'm about to blow off.
You got it more than I do.
I don't even know the words. I have no clue.
He's got some bars though.
In the comments.
I gotta pull up. I gotta go put the windows down, drive around town a little bit, and put on that John Cena album and let it bang, let it blast.
Oof.
So I can hurt some kids' feelings.
If you're gonna do that, you need to go around town with this promo on, driving around town, because man, he dropped some bars in this too. Like,
it was hot.
God,
I'm gonna have to take. It's hot. Make it hot up in here. Damn.
Man, oh man.
Woo.
Okay.
Crazy.
Oh wow.
Best in the world, baby. Yeah.
You've been carrying in your groceries at one trip at a time, because them arms are getting a little bit stacked over there, bro.
I know, right? Yeah.
Man.
Thank you.
Holy shit. Those are. Whew. Boy.
Gotta bring out the big guns, right? We getting there. We back in it, baby.
Man, do you got permits for those things or what? Man, those things are illegal in 3 states. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I got a license to carry.
Okay.
And do whatever the hell I want with it.
I was gonna say you need a license to carry that
Bond.
meat hog around all day. I got you. That's all
right. Hey,
concealed weapon.
Who's a better wingman than you? Who's a better wingman than you?
Best.
Yeah,
I try my best, man.
Yeah.
I always jump on the grenades at the end of the night.
Okay.
Used to. I'm retired.
Shout out to Bruno Mars. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, John Cena came out.
Wow.
Everybody online was saying, is he going to have new music? Is he going to have new merchandise? What is he going to look like coming out? What's, everything he's going to do? And he swerved everybody. He trolled everybody. He came out to the same music, came out the same gear on.
They sold the same gear online at the show just to make people look like idiots. Yeah.
Man.
And shout out, well, we'll get into it about the music, but so he had put out a tweet or whatever, because he's heavy on Twitter. He follows Ringside Renaissance. He follows Pretty Deadly. He follows Combat Jones on the X, and he had put out a tweet saying, and he came out and said, when someone is properly grounded in life, they shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval. And the crowd just didn't have it. But he spoke a lot of facts through this whole promo. So I feel you, John.
This was masterclass in how to build a monster heel and then to how to build a monster babyface. Because John Cena completely buried the crowd. They had the Let's Go Cena sucks chants, but he let out 20 years of frustration, which a lot of it might be legit. Like, a lot of it might be serious, like, things he had thought about and just couldn't ever get out because he was the baby face. But the only thing I did not like about this whole segment with him and then eventually Cody Rhodes coming out was John Cena saying at the beginning, I'm not a baby face, I'm not a heel. I wish he would have left that line out.
Okay.
That's for a smart fan.
Broke the fourth wall a little bit with him, because it's not something that he does as much, But he followed it up with, you've been awful to me, but you're making this way too easy for me.
Yeah. I just didn't like the fact that wrestlers don't ever use those terms on air or in front of a crowd. So the fact that he did that was just a little whatever. But yeah, everything. You know, you guys took a meme of me for 20 years and just been using it over and over. You've been mean to me. You've been mean. And
nobody ever asked how I feel. You get nothing.
Oh, so good. And I really got to say at this point with that, man.
And everybody was online. You know, we had people in the chat live last time talking, or Kay, shout out to Kay. She was asking, she was like, I know he's got a John Cena has a heel song on his album. That would be perfect if he came out to, you know, and a lot of people were talking about it online. You know, what's, like you said, what his gear is going to be like, what his music going to be like, if he's going to change or act any different. And like you said, it was a master class. It was perfect because if he would have did that, he would have changed, came out wearing something else, or he would have had different music. People would have probably cheered for it and they would have been happy. So what did he do? The exact damn opposite, and nothing. Kept exactly the same. Like he said, y'all are stupid. I've been wearing this. I'm me. Y'all are imitating me, wearing my clothes. That's my music. That's my voice. Why should I change it for you? That went platinum. That went platinum off me.
Yeah. And it's a big testament to people that try to change up their look, change up their style, change up their format to try to get more viewers, to try to get more fans. Like hell with that Ringside Renaissance, we stay true to who we are and what we've been since the beginning. And for all these people that always try to change up a little bit just to try to gather more attention, like you're not real, you're fake, you know?
You're fake. Ringside Renaissance is for everybody.
That's right. And shout out to the big Nick D CM Unk on Twitter because he posted a meme of the end of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when Willy Wonka's like, "You get nothing" to Charlie. And put Cena's face on it. Very clever, very well done.
Okay,
and,
so that's what. Yeah. Man, Cena was on point though. Like you said, and like a lot of it could have been true in how he's felt. I'm sure he's tired of hearing the whole invisible thing and the you can't see me thing, you know. And who knows how much of this he saved or kept from back in the day when they contemplated if he should turn heel. Like he loved it. It
was pent up frustration, and like I said, the "you get nothing" thing just really resonated. Again, shout out. Big Nick D, and he's on the Wrestling for Life podcast, and shout out for that. Got to give him credit where credit's due, but like it just was massive, and like
called out the people for being phony. You wear the words hustle, loyalty, and respect. I live them every day.
And just when we thought it was, because you had mentioned, are they even going to be face to face? It says they're in the same building,
right? Boy, he called out that kid too. You see that kid's face in there in the brand new John Cena gear. He spent $100 on everything, and then he broke up with the crowd. He said, "We're breaking up, whether you like it or not. I'm dumping your ass. I don't need you anymore. You don't matter to me." Shattered the hearts of all the kids.
That kid was looking at John Cena like, "I don't speak your language. What the hell are you saying?"
Yeah.
That's how that kid looked.
Google Translate.
But yeah, wow. And just like I said, just when we thought it was just like John Cena was just on his game, we got the music. Cody.
Yeah. Whoa!
Cody Rhodes came out to the ring, and like you said, like I had mentioned earlier, masterclass in how to build monster babyface, monster heel. Because after John Cena was in the ring for 15 minutes, just tearing this whole crowd down, here came their hero, their savior, Cody Rhodes, the guy, the champion, the top babyface, to come out and save this crowd from John Cena and what he was saying and what he was putting out there. And it was
and like you were saying, it was going back to what you said like a couple of weeks ago about this leading up to WrestleMania and it being a passing of the torch moment. You hit that nail right on the head. Right on the head.
That's right. And like, again, I don't think Cena should win this match, because then it just shows all the little kids out there that taking the cheap way out and turning your back, you get ahead. And like, I don't think that's Cena's message as a wrestler. I think that this has a lot deeper meaning than people are trying to really perceiving it as. But
and he tries to. Oh yeah, and the Cena tries to interrupt Cody, and he says, "Listen, kid," and Cody didn't even let it. Enough!
Silence!
It's not kids. It's WWE's champion. I'll let you do it. You do the list better, but
thanks. I got more of a natural one.
I do it normally better, but without trying.
I think mine's really bad.
Well,
you ever hear yourself on a voicemail and be like, "Jesus, I sound like that"?
Yeah, I try not to listen. Back
every week on the show. But yeah, so Cody's getting the monster pops, and then when he leaves the ring, this is where like it was like check in, mate. This was like the period at the end of the sentence. This was everything.
Who the hell are you?
Get it?
I already took everybody's and everything's best shot, and I retire it early. Go find John Cena, because this ain't the John Cena that I wanted. This John Cena sounds like a whiny little bitch.
Ugh. He probably had Brandy write that for him.
Yeah.
Like, Brandy, give me a fired up promo.
He didn't need to say much, but what he said meant everything.
Meant everything. And this was it. When he left the ring and walked out, did they play his music? No. He walked out of the ring and walked to the back with the crowd just chanting his name. And that was Cody, his send-off. And they followed him all the way to the back with the Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Yeah.
Bro.
And when he got like halfway down the entrance ramp, he just turned back around and just looked at John. And John's just like, expression, because when John first got out there, of course, we got this "Let's go Cena sucks" chants, or are you saying Cena sucks or CM Punk? No. And he shut that down, of course, with the, let me tell you why the people that are rooting for me are even worse than the people that hate me, which was, so great. But oh man, and his facial expressions, everything was just played off so well by Cody, by Cena. Now let me ask you one thing, because I seen some people kind of criticizing and talking about it online afterwards. I don't know if it was technically a criticism, but they were saying that they let John go out there and say all he had to say, and then have Cody come out at the end just to say a few words, so Cody didn't have to go back and forth with him, because they don't know if Cody can hang with John on the microphone. I don't believe into it. I thought it was a perfect interaction in how they let John have the floor, say what he needed to say, and then Cody just shut him up, shut him down, packaged it up with a nice bow, and called him a whiny bitch and sent him along his way to think about everything he'd done.
I'm going to say this as respectfully as I can. People that truly believe that are just online just to be a hater of a specific person, and they have no concept or idea or clue of ring psychology whatsoever. But if you would have had Cody come out and do a back and forth with John Cena, there would have been a split crowd. And you needed John Cena to come out and lay this in and become the heel. He needed to be the heel here before Cody even stepped foot in the ring. You needed to establish who was where and why. And to have it, if they would have just came out and just had a battle back and forth on the mic, they wouldn't have accomplished what they accomplished by doing this. So
they laid the solid foundation that was laid to the nut shot on Cody earlier from the Royal Rumble. John Cena gave his explanation. Cody came out, did what it did. Now we can, going forward to WrestleMania, now we can have a back and forth between them and see where they stand. Like
agreed.
You needed to do this exactly how it was done. It couldn't have been done any better. Like it was.
I was blown away with it. I like I said, those people that thought that it should have been a back and forth, I don't think that. And Cody coming out and shutting him down was like icing on the cake. Like, okay, you said your stuff. You've put me down. You've put this crowd down. I'm standing up for these people. You don't get to say anything else. It was the way it was done was perfect.
And Cody didn't overdo it either.
No,
He didn't sit there and talk for 15 minutes.
didn't
He
need
got
to.
straight to the point.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he didn't need to. He's already established as a massive, if not the top babyface in the company. His stance is already cemented. John Cena needed to come out and cement where he stood, and he
Yes.
did that with this promo. And like,
Yep.
that's what they were there to accomplish. They weren't there to accomplish who was going to be better on the microphone. Like, they were there to accomplish.
Right.
They needed
True.
to make
Yeah.
sure that people were going to be behind Cody at WrestleMania. That's what they needed to accomplish with this.
Yeah, and they both set the world on fire, set the internet, the IWC abuzz, and man, I'm so bought into WrestleMania with Cody and John Cena now. I can't wait to see them do their face to face. Not that I don't want it. I'm sure we're gonna get it now, but they laid a solid foundation, as good as it gets.
There's no doubt in my mind that's main event of night 2. It's got to be after
for sure.
After Raw yesterday, there's no doubt, and I don't think hopefully anybody's mind that's the main event. Then we had Jey Uso take on Austin Theory in like a 36-second match, and
yeah, man, how about that backstage though? Too, when we saw the wrestlers walking in backstage or whatever, bringing their luggage, or Jey Uso backstage with the graffiti everywhere, and like how they had it, man, how like cool and like urban or like punk rock is that to for a venue that's so dope. Shout out to them there for having something.
They
like
probably
that.
walked into that arena and saw that and said, "Oh, we're doing all of our spots."
Oh yeah, we're going in. We're going in. Let's go. I would have been pumped. Like, you kidding me? Shout out to Europe, man. Shout out to Belgium. Dang.
Belgium, man, you really got your spray paint down.
Yeah.
Again, Jey Uso defeated Austin Theory. Gunther came to attack him from behind. Jey Uso thwarted this time.
Yep.
A lot of the same old. I need
same
to
old,
see
same
more
old.
out of this. Yeah, I need to see more out of this.
We saw their little interaction before Jay had went out too, but the crowd was crazy, of course, yeeting everywhere. Jey Uso is yeeting across the world now, and nowhere is safe. Yeah.
I wonder if he's got a map of all the places he's yeeted.
You can track the yeet along the map. Just follow the white line. And then they
announced next week that it's going to be Austin Theory and Grayson Waller against Jey Uso and a mystery tag team partner. I wonder who that tag team partner is going to be.
Who could it be?
Yeah, like he doesn't have a twin brother that used to be in a tag team with him.
You think it's going to be him? Or you think we're going to get? Do you think they're still trying to keep them separated? Do you think it's going to be somebody from Raw?
No, I don't.
Because it could be somebody from Raw.
On SmackDown, Gunther had that interaction with Jimmy saying that.
Oh yeah, and then before Jay had went out, he saw Gunther out in before he walked in and did his entrance, and they kind of had that thing, and he had mentioned his brother. So yeah, you're on with that. You're right.
Yeah,
it's Jimmy.
I think it makes sense.
Jimmy.
They are kind of bringing Jimmy into it.
That's going to get a huge reaction though.
Yeah,
that's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. To see them reunite, especially in a foreign crowd. Oh yeah. And if you go to any of these shows, let us know. Shout out Adam from Hitting the Turnbuckle. He's going to the London show, so it'll be fun.
Adam, that's going to be a good show. They're going to put something crazy on in London. Like they're going on. Yeah.
The Judgment Day was in the clubhouse. Dom pitched. Finn was so happy that Dom got him that tag team title, or the Intercontinental title match, I'm sorry, at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And flipped it very quickly because Dom said that after the street fight that Penta and Kaiser had, that he thinks that Penta should be part of the Judgment Day. And Finn lost his mind.
Third man. Yeah.
Lost his mind.
Wow. Yep. Finn better tread lightly.
He said, I've been having discussions with a couple people. And then Karrion Kross puts on Twitter that he's been having discussions with a couple people. And,
what a coinkydink.
Man. I think.
Wow. Karrion Kross backstage.
With AJ Styles. Oof. He is phenomenal.
Yeah.
People. I love how, okay, so we put on YouTube reel about Karrion Kross because we're big fans of Karrion Kross, and like people are saying like, and we had said that he is over, and people are like, oh, he's not over, he hasn't had a match in 3 months and blah 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 blah. Okay, but you're a Wyatt Sucks fan and they haven't even been on TV in 3 months, so
Right, yeah.
like there's levels to this. Karrion
There's
Kross
levels to
is
it.
phenomenal. Like what he is doing right now doesn't have to be portrayed in the ring at the moment. He is just on top, all levels, all systems go.
Pulling the strings in WWE backstage. He is the puppeteer, the madman, the evil scientist, the devil.
Talk about it.
Man, so good. Karrion Kross. Somebody even pointed out that he mimics the people he's talking to, their hairstyle.
Hair, yep.
Yeah, with and like
bro.
psychologically, he's getting in their head, making them second guess themselves. Like AJ Styles didn't even want to talk to him, and then he still ended up talking to him.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's that little devil on your shoulder. You know how you have the angel devil on your shoulder.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Yep.
Should I? Shouldn't I? Karrion Kross is that devil on your shoulder, and guess what?
Pulling them
His
strings,
influence
baby.
is winning. Oh,
yes, and for all them talking smack about him, come on, like, where's the Wyatt Six at? Where's the Wyatt Sucks at?
At home.
If anybody got anything out of the whole Wyatt Six gimmick or entrance or anything that they
garbage.
did,
yeah.
That garbage, Karrion Kross is the one that's gotten all the momentum from it. Nobody else has gained anything but it from him.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Yeah,
and he's the only one that could probably get something out of that dumpster fire.
Yeah. And looks like Dom might. That's gonna be unstoppable force if that comes to fruition.
Could you imagine? Man. You know what's really great is like Penta. He wants Penta, who's also a master in lucha libre.
Yes.
I wonder if he has some like karate style or like some sort of, because I gotta let you know, Kombat Jones.
Okay.
That Pretty Deadly Jesse has karate style.
Oh snap! Is that Shung Ryu?
Shorin-Ryu karate, my man.
Oh man,
This is aged a little bit, but
oh man, I wish I still had mine.
People needed to know that I am the karate. Yeah, yours probably still fits you, mine doesn't. But like, I gotta tell you, Dominic Mysterio, if you need a karate master in the Judgment Day, I am your man. I was a 3rd degree white belt, so I
was gonna say I had the white belt with like the 2 black stripes on it.
I got the green. I was a green belt, but yeah.
Oh, you had the green. Okay, fair enough. At least
green,
you stood in there. Yeah.
I stood in the pocket. Yeah, but
yeah. Sparring was the best.
Off. Yeah, you ventured off into the world of drugs before I did. I stayed till I was green, but
I ventured off into the world of a lot of things. Yeah, from karate. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure you remembered what Shorin-Ryu was about. That's all. Cobra Kai never dies, but Shorin-Ryu is for you. Peach, me, Song, she. Yeah. I'm the man.
Yeah,
shout out.
Let's go.
Shout out.
Shout out to Randy Lamora. He was also my basketball coach.
That's right. Okay. We're going full circle with this.
Man, that's so dope you brought that out. That's sick.
I'm surprised
so jealous
you
have
that on my
left.
shoulders. It's like very
I'm so jealous you still have that.
That's
so
something
hilarious.
my mom dropped off to me, man. She gave me a whole box of stuff. I'm telling you, it was like Christmas yesterday. Promise you. The women's title contract signing.
No, you didn't like it. Some of it was good. Some of it was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had, Bianca and Iyo Sky signed the contract for WrestleMania. Rhea came out with her best Batista impression. Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
Give me what I want, Triple H.
Yeah, Bianca just conveniently laid down on the table, and Rhea
Did-
picked up Iyo, and
Yeah, my biggest question from the whole thing, not about even Rhea stealing the contract and if it's gonna officially be a triple threat, is if that table was supposed to break. Was that table supposed to break or not, or was that a real table? I will just leave it at that.
you have the Rhea haters online like, oh, she's such an amateur. She doesn't even know how to break a table. It's like, okay, she's slamming a girl that weighs 39 pounds through it. Like, it's a little difficult. Yeah, and then she takes the contract, she signs her name on it and confiscates it. So now she's saying she's part of the main event because of it. That's like a heel move for Rhea Ripley. I don't really like what they're doing.
That's what people were saying. She sounded like a heel with it a little bit. Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I'm rooting for Iyo Sky still.
Yeah,
I'm
me
still
too
on
at this point.
Iyo Sky side. You know what,
I
Bianca?
wasn't.
We don't know. You know, we thought Bianca was gonna win. We thought she was gonna win the Rumble and then go to WrestleMania and possibly win there. But we don't know where she stands with Naomi and Jade still. And she came out wearing the black too. And Iyo, I think Iyo needs to take that championship and show them, you know, how the true babyface moves and the true underdog wins at WrestleMania and retains. That's what I want.
What I'm getting from your synopsis on this is that
We're using a lot of big
Combat
words.
Jones wants your hotel room key. That's all I'm hearing right now. So.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely. Yeah. I'm all game for that.
So yes, now as of now, they're like, Rhea, you can't take that contract. Why don't they just null and void the contract? You don't know anything about contracts. I wonder if Iyo.
Yeah, it makes no sense. If it's not stamped officially signed, you can be fired and rehired about 1 million times, and it makes no difference. Yeah. So who knows where you even stand?
Shout out Nescoba. So Seth came out and addressed the cage match from the week before, and he said that CM Punk and Roman both weren't there on Raw, so he was going to go to SmackDown and confront them there, which got boos from the crowd because they were pissed Punk and Roman weren't there.
Right. They thought they were teased a little bit by it. Yeah. And here we go again with Seth Freaky Rollins interjecting himself into a situation that has nothing to do with him. Like, what a piece of crap, piece of garbage he is.
I really still think, okay, so think about it. Roman wasn't there. Punk wasn't there. They're both Paul Heyman guys, but who was there? Seth Rollins.
Oh.
I think that and he called himself the architect. Here I am, the architect, having to clean up Roman's mess again, and going back to the Shield days when he was called the architect, and like.
So because somebody said they were switching up and taking away the freaking part away from it. So
they should bring back his old music too. That was awesome. Like the drums.
Yeah. Yeah, but then people couldn't sing that stupid song.
Well, if he's a heel, they don't want him singing it, so bring back
thank
the
God.
music.
Please go heel then. Yeah. Just stop wearing the heels, Seth.
Heel Seth wears heels.
That'd be perfect.
I'm gonna come out dressed totally normal now. Because y'all don't want to dress like me. I'm gonna dress differently.
Awesome turn of events. That'd be great. So we're going to see what happens with him and Roman and Punk on SmackDown. What we saw at the end of the night was Bron Breakker versus Finn Balor for the IC title. The IC gets the main event of Raw. Bron Breakker's an absolute monster.
Some dogs out there tonight. Oh,
it's good, man.
I'm a dog. I go ham. Like, I'm a hog. Yeah.
If, I'm obviously, I got a wife, whatever.
Okay.
But if Bron Breakker wrestled me down and tried to have his way with me, I might resist at first. And then after a little bit, I was just going to say, what happens. Just saying.
Yeah.
Dogs that do it doggy style, So,
dogs got to
but
do
yeah,
what
this was okay. Finn Balor's great in the ring. I think it was a good veteran for Bron Breakker to kind of legitimize his IC title a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
We had outside interference from the Judgment Day, of course. That didn't matter at the end of the day. The only thing I didn't like about this match, the match was really solid. He tried doing the run around the ring, the spear. Finn reversed it to a sling blade. I thought that was really well done. The only thing I didn't like was Bron Breakker's spear to win the match wasn't one of his best spears he's had. I mean, it just didn't have the
I agree. Yeah.
ferocity that it did before.
Right. And like you said, we had the outside interference, with Dom especially, and Dom tried hitting the ropes to mess up the situation, and it cost Finn his maybe some future ropes, and he landed on his family jewels, and it let Bron Breakker hit that.
Yeah, I think they called it the Breakensteiner. It used to be called the Frankensteiner.
The Breakensteiner, yeah. He hit the Breakensteiner, then hit him with that spear that was and took it. But yeah, it played more into with the whole Judgment Day thing, and then them going forward with that storyline, and Finn losing again, and Bron just looking like an absolute beast and the dog that he is, and we love it. Bron Breakker's on fire still. He ain't going nowhere.
So good. I think that, and then after the match, we had the post-match. Penta came out because he declared he was going for the Intercontinental title at the end of his match earlier, and stood toe-to-toe with Bron Breakker and held the title up. And good for Penta, man. Good for Penta.
Yeah.
I think it'll be great,
I think they would have great chemistry together and put on a great match. Do I see Penta winning the IC title from Bron Breakker? Absolutely not. But because I think there's more story going forward with Penta somewhere, with other avenues. Hopefully, possibly. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they put the IC title on Penta. I think it would be good. But Bron Breakker is just rolling into WrestleMania like a dog. Oh.
Yeah. Shout out again to everybody in the crowd. Shout out to everybody, all the superstars. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to WWE Evolve that's been on Tubi. I think that's been a really cool show. Getting to know some of these talents and these superstars, these up and coming wrestlers that we've had some eyes on for a while. Some of them we haven't. Bryce Donovan was a standout for me. Jackson Drake, Smiling Kylie Ray, who we've seen before and are big fans of. It was just I'm really Callie Armstrong. Shout out Callie Armstrong.
Yeah.
Awesome performer, awesome athlete. Callie Armstrong is the future of the women's division. Amazing. Love seeing her in the ring. Can't wait to see more of her. But shout out to WWE Evolve and everybody that's involved with that. I think it's some great things and giving some eyes on some people that probably wouldn't get the shout out and the recognition, but now they're getting the platform to do so. And they are the futures of this business.
They are, yeah. Same with the LFG thing going forward with that too. Some of the people we'll probably see, a couple of them maybe, and shout out to Tubi, like you said. And then that all will sooner or later, I'm sure, play in with the WWE ID thing too.
Yes,
they're just finding more ways to find more talent and let the cream rise to the top.
That's right. That's right.
Beautiful. It's great. And man, we got some special stuff coming up too, huh?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, coming soon, baby. You may have heard of it, and if you haven't, you should. And you should feel very ashamed. You need to turn on your TV right now. Turn on any of your streaming device, your phone, and go to Nextlix and look up the Untold documentary, Crime and Penalties, with AJ Galante, the bad boy, the Danbury Trashers, the bad boys of hockey. He was on NXT. He knew John Cena. John Cena was a trasher back in the day before he even went heel. Man, and guess what? Who's coming on the show?
Who?
AJ Galante, baby. He'll be here joining us very soon. Yeah, and we're going to get the lowdown everything. Yeah.
Shout out. You may have seen him, like Combat Jones said, on the documentary. You may have seen him on the Pat McAfee show. You may have seen him as the general manager of the Danbury Trashers. You will see him live as we talk pro wrestling on Ringside Renaissance with AJ Galante. I am so pumped for this. Been a fan for a long time. It's going to be great and shoot the shit, talk some wrestling with him. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
We can't wait. Stay tuned. It's going to be a jam-packed, crazy, talking trash, bad boys episode. Yeah. Insane.
Awesome.
Insane.
So great. So great.
So much.
Shout out to AJ for coming on the show, man. Much love and respect. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So everybody look it up. If anybody out there in the IWC land following Ringside Renaissance has any questions they would like us to ask AJ Galante, hit us up. Let us know. Leave it in the comments. And stay tuned because it's about to get crazy.
That's right.
Just like SmackDown and Raw was crazy. We appreciate everybody watching. We appreciate everybody in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. Hit us up on all social media. We out here. Pull up. We're ready to go. Like we said, we'll be back with a huge episode soon. Yeah. That's pretty deadly. Jesse. And I'm Andrew. Kombat Jones. And you've been listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast. Peace.